In the movie Interceptor, we see a young woman who is the daughter of a veteran, as well as serving in the military herself. She is stationed on a floating base known as the Interceptor. The idea of this particular base is that it would be an interception if Russia were to ever, send nuclear weapons over to America. It's a protection for the American people. Throughout the movie, the overall theme is a phrase that her father had instilled in her, and that is, keep on fighting. Today on Geek Devotions, we're going to be talking about somebody else who could have used the phrase, keep on fighting. Hello and welcome to Geek Devotions, the show from devoted geeks who are devoted to letting people know that they are loved. I am Celeste, and we are so glad that you have hit play today. Do us a favor, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and share this out with somebody you know. They might get inspired by it. They might really like this movie, Interceptor. It was a pretty good movie. Also, don't forget to check us out on our socials, our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, as well as Twitch, and we have a Discord and a TikTok. I always forget the TikTok. This month, we are celebrating Red, White, and Geek. We are doing patriotic movies, video games, all of the stuffs, all month long. So don't forget to check out our other things, our podcasts. We're going to be having a episode of B's Views and Reviews, which is going to be based on some pretty cool comics. You should give it a listen. Also, don't forget that we have the Iron Geek Chef happening right now. All you have to do is film a video of you cooking. For instructions to that, go check out our Facebook page. Also, we want to give a big shout out to our patrons. For as little as $1 a month, they support us and help us to bring the amazing content that we bring to you weekly. They support the mission of letting people know that they are loved, which is what we're all about. Okay, well, let's get into the devotion. Like we mentioned in the intro, Dallas and I watched Interceptor on Netflix recently, and it was a pretty good action movie. It had all the action movie tropes, though I wouldn't recommend it for kids. Parents advise, watch it first, and then see if you think your kid can handle it. But it was entertaining. The theme of keep on fighting was pretty prevalent throughout the entirety of the film, and it honestly made me think of Paul. In 2 Timothy, we see Paul is not in a great space. See, he's made it to Rome, and he's imprisoned for what we believe to be the second time. See, Paul's kind of gotten a bad rap for being in prison, so much so that some people just don't want to associate with him. They don't want to be known as a friend of Paul. And so Paul is writing to Timothy, who is like a son to him. He thinks he's about to die because this is the second time in prison, and it doesn't look like it's going well. He knows how things go. And he knows that he has to say things to Timothy that just in case he doesn't make it out, that he will know, he'll have. This is his final words to someone he considers a son. In 2 Timothy 4:7, Paul says this, I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. And while Paul never specifically says the words, keep on fighting, he is saying that he has been fighting. He has kept on fighting for the faith. He has held to the things that he knows to be true. As modern day Christians, we're surrounded in a world where it would be easy to just kind of, let things slide. Do something we know is not quite right, but it's not that bad, right? It would be easy to compromise our faith based on what's going on around us, even in these gray areas where it's like, you may or may not have a conviction about it, it makes you uncomfortable, but it's not that bad, right? And giving up is the easy route. Compromising your faith and what you know to be true are things that you personally have been convicted about is the easy route. We know here at Geek Devotions that not everything we watch is for everybody because, people have different convictions. I can't handle certain things that other people on our team can. And I know that about myself. And so I hold to my convictions about that. I hold to what I know to be spiritually, mentally, and physically healthy for me. There is a scene in the movie where something tragic happens. And in the natural, anybody would not blame this lady for giving up. They would not blame her because she is in such emotional turmoil that anybody would go, okay, that's understandable. But she holds to the words that her father gave her of keep on fighting. Even in a moment of the most emotional pain she has felt, she chooses to stick to things. In the midst of the adversity, she sticks to what she knows to be true. Scripture is filled with people who have gone through terrible things, but have still held to the faith, still made the decision to do what they know is right. Jesus, Paul, so many others. There is an entire book about Job who went through so much, but still held to God. These people, these predecessors of faith, have kept on fighting. They have kept on giving us an example of what we can do, of the things that can happen if we hold to our faith. Now, I want to be clear about this. When I say keep on fighting, I'm not advocating for violence. But there is a spiritual fight of holding on to your convictions, of doing what you know to be right, even when everyone else says that's stupid. So we are not here at Geek Devotions. We do not promote violence. Please do not take that to say that. But spiritually, yeah, absolutely. Fight for your faith. Fight on the days where you don't feel like doing what's right. Fight to hold to your faith even when it's unpopular, even when emotionally you're just not feeling it, even when everything in the world is going wrong. Your encouragement today is, no matter what, keep on fighting. Okay guys, well that was your devotion for the week. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to check us out on all the socials, as well as the contest we have going on, the Iron Geek Chef. This year, this time that we're doing it, there will actually be a prize. It's not just bragging rights like it was last time. Also, there'll be a link to the video of last year's winner, Dallas. He didn't know I was going to say that, but he does now. It is now time for the question of the week. The question of the week is this: most action movies, or most movies that focus on servicemen and women, are action movies. So what's the one thing that makes you go, that's a good action movie? For Dallas's mom, and inadvertently us, because it's become so prevalent for us, every good action movie needs a really good headbutt. Just a right in the forehead. Preferably at an unexpected time. But, you know, any headbutt makes it a good movie. So, what are your requirements for a really good action movie? Leave the comments down below. All that being said, stay devoted. Peace and love.